My husband has azoospermia. After trying all the options available, I finally conceived. However, my husband is worried my child will hurt his first love's feelings. She had a miscarriage. He tricks me into going for a prenatal checkup. In truth, he conspires with a doctor to induce labor when I'm only 5 months along. He says, "You must be the one with the problem. Why else is it so hard for us to have children? The baby won't be healthy even if it's born. We can have more children when you're healthier. Julie has just had a miscarriage. I don't want to aggravate her. He doesn't know he has azoospermia. I only managed to conceive this child after trying out IVF countless times and taking countless folk remedies. He will never have a child of his own in this lifetime. And I discover his true colors. I ask for a divorce. And that's when he loses his mind. After receiving countless ovulation injections and trying numerous folk remedies, I finally became pregnant with my husband's child. This was the fruit of our love. My husband and I eagerly anticipated the birth of our baby, a treasure we had waited 3 years to finally get. My husband often laid on my belly and listened to the baby's movements. He would also ask about what name we should name our child once they were born. However, today, he said he was going to take me for a prenatal checkup. Confused and unaware, I was deceived into getting on the operation table. When I woke up, my once visibly pregnant belly was now flat. Cameron Zucker, my husband, had gotten me an induced abortion without my consent. There were only 4 more months left before my baby would have been born, and yet, he was killed by his own father. When faced with my hysterical questioning, Cameron simply said, "Julie just had a miscarriage. How would she feel knowing you're pregnant at this moment? Don't you know that someone who just had a miscarriage must stay in a good mood? If she had to watch you give birth while still grieving, she would definitely get heartbroken and depressed. In order for Julie to recover sooner, I would sacrifice my life, let alone getting a child aborted." Julie Ford was Cameron's first love. They were together for 3 whole years. Cameron had once personally assured me that he had long forgotten about her, but it turned out he was lying to me. "Cameron, how dare you? You saw with your own eyes how much hardship I had endured for this child's sake. Now, you're telling me that you killed your own biological child with your own hands for an unrelated woman? Have you gone insane? Where is Julie? Did she make you do this?" I yelled. Cameron grabbed my hand and forcefully threw me to the ground. My body was still feeling weak from the induced abortion, and with Cameron's toss, I was fiercely flung into the hospital chair. He hurriedly rushed over to check up on me. "Are you okay?" he asked. Blood slowly flowed out from beneath me, and I used the last of my strength to grab onto his sleeve. "Cameron, tell me this is all fake, that the baby is still in my womb. He hasn't even had the chance to see the world. He'll be born safely, right?" I asked hysterically. Cameron cruelly pulled my hand away and shouted, "We can still have children in the future. You definitely have some health issues. Otherwise, why would it be so hard for you to get pregnant? If you did get pregnant, the baby would definitely be unhealthy. Once your body has recovered well, I'll give you another child. You need to be more sensible now." After that, Cameron left, leaving me alone with the cold, impersonal machines. A nurse suddenly rushed up to me and exclaimed, "You really are something. You just underwent an induced abortion, and you're already moving around so violently. If I hadn't noticed in time, you would have died." Was that so? But what did it matter if I died? Who else in this world would care about me? Where's your husband? Why hasn't he come to care for you? You're in such a weak state now, and you need someone to take care of you, the nurse said. I coldly replied, "He's dead. I would have rather he were already dead. If he were dead and buried, he wouldn't make me feel disgusted."